Hello, everybody. My name is Suka Games, and Steamboat Willie, aka the first Mickey Mouse, is now in the public domain. As I said in the last video, I want to start making more talking videos, and here is the first one. A icon becoming public domain for everyone to do what they want with him. And it took not even 24 hours to have a not very good looking horror game to be released, and then also a movie to be announced about it. I think that is awesome. I believe that a lot of things should be public domain. Almost everything to some degree should be public domain, and people shouldn't have to worry about like people coming and stealing things. As like, if it's good or so on, and even if it's a blatant copy, it won't outshine yours if yours is still actually good. So, like, let's say someone came around and, like, copied Overwatch, right? Exact same everything. People aren't just going to shift to Overwatch because it's the copy. They will switch over to the copy because it might be better than the original. Like the guy that created Fables, he like the entire comic book, the series A Wolf Among Us is based off of. He put his entire franchise into the public domain. You can now do stuff with Bigby and all those characters and have no like consequences because it's in the public domain. Some of the most famous things ever are in the public domain. The idea of Dracula, or like vampires and so on, or like I think it's like the Wolfman and a few others are like in public domain that you can just like write about. And that's why you see so many stories about them, because like you don't have to go through the legal trouble of trying to obtain rights to that name. And I feel that that's one of the best ways that legacies are preserved is by people not being afraid of copyright. And if you are, and if anything, somebody using it, like let's say for instance music, like on YouTube, getting copyright struck, I don't think that should be as big of an issue as it is. Sorry, because if anything, you're leading people to your like art. You're leading people to your art and everything. And I do know something like not using something with permission and so on, or stealing art and writing it off as your own. I think that there should be something in place for that, obviously, because small indie artists and everything should be like promoted properly and everything like that. But in the case of Steamboat Willie and a major corporation like Disney, you should be allowed to do whatever the fuck you want with him. I should be able to make whatever I want with Mickey Mouse. And people should be able to have the logical sense to understand that it's not official stuff or anything like that. It's like, it's not made by Disney or anything like that. But yeah, I think Steamboat Willie coming to the public domain will be really, really funny. I've seen a lot of tweets about it and about like what can come of it, and I think there could genuinely be some good not just satire but also like analytical things coming out from it in terms of like media talking about stuff like Steamboat Willie or using Steamboat Willie as that. I saw someone talking about how like what if Shrek in Shrek 5 Steamboat Willie is the villain. I think that would be awesome, because obviously we know what it's trying to say, and I think that's really cool. And obviously there will be people that try and use it for bad and everything like that, or use it for their own agenda instead of, trying to like genuinely critique a corporation like Disney that has a shitload on it. But yeah, Steamboat Willie in the public domain, funny. I just realized I actually have Steamboat Willie on my cup over here that I have a candy wrapper in. I completely forgot that was there. But yeah, Steamboat Willie on like, you could do that now. You could put that on literally whatever, as long as you don't say that it's from Disney. Hey, there you go. It's cool. It's kind of awesome to have things and have people have the creative freedom to use other licensed things as their own and to use like put a spin on it and so on. Uh, and I kind of wish the ideas of copyright laws were a little bit more lenient with that stuff because whenever it comes to true fans or fans of media and just things in general, you get some of the best whenever it's from fans. Oh man, look at fans that went into like the comic book world and they made their own official things, or whenever they started off as doing fan things, or uh, look at the guy on was it AO3 Archive of Our Own that made like the Loud House fanfic that's twice as long as the Bible or whatever. Like that's crazy. And that's just that's the love of what having something be accessible with and have people be able to write about or to make art about or just talk about without being able to get in legal trouble. That's where it all comes from, of people having the genuine joy or wanting to say something with something that isn't their self that might be good to them to use. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below and all that other stuff. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.